What's up, guys? Laura Whitmore here with Strategic Test Prep. I am making this video to give you a plan for the October SAT. How do you prepare? How do you study? I will say, if you feel like you need more guidance and direction, I have created a self-directed online course, and I will put the link below in the description. You can sign up for that. I provide you with materials that you can use and give you step-by-step instructions for how to prepare for the test, and you can do it on your own time and at your own pace. All right, so first thing I'm gonna say about getting ready for the October test is make sure you have goals. So if you don't have any goals yet, set some. You need to know exactly how many questions out of 52 you have to get right on the reading to hit your goal. You have to know how many questions on the writing out of 44 you need to hit your goal. For instance, if your goal on the English is a 700, you're gonna wanna get a 35 on the reading and a 35 on the writing. Go to a conversion chart. Test one's usually a pretty good conversion chart to use, and see what your raw score is for the reading for a 35 and for the writing for a 35. That'll tell you how many questions you have to get right. If you don't have goals, you're just kind of wandering and meandering around in the dark. The second thing that I would say is make sure you sign up for 2 tests. You're gonna sign up for the October and you're gonna sign up for the December. Now, I'll explain why. First, the October offers a very valuable resource called the QAS report. So if you haven't registered for the October yet, make sure you order the QAS report when you register. If you have, you can always add it on to your account later. This report gives you all of the test questions. So you'll know exactly which ones you missed, and you can go back through and try to correct your mistakes. It's only offered the October, the March, and the May. That's why you really want to take the October to get this report. That being said, I want you to focus on your stronger half of the test for the October. Why? You only have like 2.5 weeks. So you're gonna prep, if you're stronger in math, just for the math right now, because you can super score. So then after you take the October, you'll have 2 more months up to the December. And with those 2 months, you can focus on your weaker half of the test to get that score up so that you can put the 2 best scores together. I wouldn't try to do the entire thing right now for the October. It's too much and you don't have a lot of time. So the question is, well, how are you going to practice when you do prep? This is what I would suggest you do. Every other day, do a practice section. So for example, let's say math is your stronger half. Do a practice section 3 the first day. What you're going to do when you do your practice is make sure you time it. You don't want any surprises with time. Then you need to score it. So go back through, check your answers. Now, when you score it, please do not write the right answer next to the question. Just put an X next to the ones you missed, because day 2 is crucial, you guys. After you finish doing your practice, sleep on it, wake up the next day with a fresh mind and a fresh head, and you're gonna go back through that practice and try to re-answer the ones you missed. If you already wrote the right answer next to the questions, it robs you of the opportunity to try again. So this self-reflection stage is what is going to make a difference for you. You need to figure out why you got the question wrong. Were you rushing? Did you misread the question? Were you being careless? Did you not show your work? Or is it something more than that? Do you not understand the question? Do you not understand why the right answer is correct? Did you forget a math concept? So it's going to be really important for you to pinpoint what's going on and why you're missing these questions. If it is a concept thing or you just don't understand why the right answer is right, then go to the answer explanations and read them. College Board provides them for every test, so you can check to see why they say the right answer is right. Because the goal is you want to start thinking like the test designers, not like yourself. Figure out what they think is right and then start to modify your own thinking so that you're thinking more like them. And along the same lines, make sure you do official tests from College Board. The other tests are okay. Like if you have a Princeton review book or a Barron's book, that's fine. But I really recommend using the official SAT tests because they're the real thing, right? Why use a fake Louis Vuitton when you can have a real Louis Vuitton? So even if you've done all of the College Board tests that are offered online, go back through and do them again. If you haven't done test 1 in a couple months, do it again. It's really helpful to see your progress if you repeat a test. And you also aren't going to remember everything on there, guys. So it's okay to do the same test twice. I've done the same test like thousands of times. Another thing that's going to help you improve, make sure you have strategies. And if you don't have strategies, develop some. If nothing changes, nothing changes. So you need to approach this test differently than you did before, or you're going to get the same score. If you don't have an execution plan for the reading section, the writing section, or the math sections, I would encourage you to go back and watch some of my videos. I actually give you plans and strategies for all of the sections. So please watch those and try to implement them, because that'll help you boost your score if you start doing things differently and you become more efficient when you use strategies. Okay, so after you take the October test, the jitters are gonna be out. You'll focus on just your stronger half of the test, and you're gonna get that QAS report in a couple of weeks. In the meantime, start prepping on your weaker section, repeating the same process I already mentioned. Do a section. On day 2, reflect on it and go back through it. Then do the other type of section. So for instance, if you're going to focus on the English, you'll do a reading section. Then on day 2, you're going to try to re-answer the ones you missed and reflect on that. And then you're going to do a writing section on day 3 and toggle back and forth between the two. Once that QAS report is released in mid-October, go through your answers to the October test and the questions. And especially for your weaker sections, try to re-answer those and do a reflection on that. If you're running out of time on any of the sections, you need to modify how you're approaching it. For instance, if you're running out of time on the reading section, you might want a Christmas tree, meaning pick the same letter like D for the last 4 of the hug slug, because those are the hardest ones. Or you might want to use the answer seeking strategy instead of actually reading the passages. So it's a great opportunity for you to think about how you worked through the October test and make modifications to get ready for the December. All right, guys, so please follow that plan to a T. Remember, the more work you put into this, the more you're going to get out of it. And I'm also taking the October test, so I'll be right there with you guys. I can't wait to hear how it went for you.